Our verse is from Luke chapter 15, verse 4. Which one of you, having 100 sheep and losing one of them, does not leave the 99 in the wilderness and go after the one that is lost until he finds it? This verse is a question directed to the Pharisees and the scribes. These Jewish leaders were grumbling because Jesus welcomed the tax collectors and sinners. See Luke 15, 1-2. The Pharisees and scribes were not comfortable that Jesus identified with those they had condemned as irredeemable sinners. For them, these tax collectors and sinners were not worthy to be associated with. But Jesus thinks otherwise. So he told them this short parable of the lost sheep. When we look at this short parable from the literary and human perspective, we begin to wonder why someone with 100 sheep would abandon 99 in the wilderness in search of one that got lost. Is it justifiable, even from the business point of view, to abandon 99 for the sake of one? What if during the search for the lost one, the 99 disappear or are attacked by wild animals? Jesus does not think this way, and he does not want us to feel the same way. He wants us to move from the human way of thinking to God's way. This shift in perspective is the reason behind most of Jesus' teachings and justifies his behavior and his care for the poor, the sick, the marginalized, and despised tax collectors. The parable is based on the Old Testament use of the imagery of God as a shepherd, see Ezekiel 34, 11-16, and it also draws on the care and the investment required to maintain sheep in ancient times. In the first place, owning the 100 sheep is a sign of wealth. Now, when the parable says he left the 99, it should not be understood that the 99 are left to their own devices without care. The situation is that the regular care they ought to receive is temporarily withdrawn from them for the sake of the lost sheep. The sheep could have been left in the care of a fellow shepherd who divided his attention between them and his sheep, or even in the care of hired laborers. 2 points are essential in this parable. First, the investment of effort and concern towards the one sheep that was lost. Secondly, the 99 had to sacrifice the care and attention they ought to receive from their shepherd on account of their fellow sheep that was lost. This parable implies that in some sense, Jesus takes the place of God by performing an act of God, and we're invited to imitate him and perform an act of God towards others. Dear friends, this short parable speaks to us heart to heart in our daily lives and relationships with others, either as shepherds or sheep. As a shepherd, and that includes leaders in government and the church, priests, pastors, parents, and teachers, are you ready to risk so much and to go the extra mile to search for a sheep under your care that is lost? As members of the flock, will you be ready to inconvenience yourself and sacrifice your comfort for the sake of a fellow sheep that is lost? And as a lost sheep, are you prepared to be found no matter how far away you are and to be brought back to the fold? Remember that there will be much joy over one lost but found. As you journey in the wilderness of life with its problems and challenges, may you not be lost, and may the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Good Shepherd restore what you have lost. Amen. God bless you and have a nice day.